Hi, and welcome to episode number 13 of Get Involved Pittsburgh here on PCTV21 and 47. My name is Tom Baker, and I'm your host of Get Involved Pittsburgh. It's always a pleasure to be with you. Hope you're looking forward to enjoying the next hour together. We've got some great guests on the show. This is our 13th episode of Get Involved Pittsburgh, so hopefully it'll be a lucky one. We do have a great cast of characters that will be sharing their expertise with you, their insights, and their ideas on how you can get more involved here in Western Pennsylvania. We're a Jefferson Award-winning television show, which is a great thing, and things are definitely going well for Get Involved. Our nonprofit organization, Get Involved, Inc., provides training programs. We have the Fast Track Community Leaders Program. We have 30 graduates of that program now. We do the monthly Power Hour series, the monthly Morning Mix series, and also the annual Service Summit. We're going to have the 4th annual Pittsburgh Service Summit coming up this spring. We just had the 2nd annual Harrisburg Service Summit in South Central PA, and this spring as well, we're going to have our first ever Washington, D.C. Service Summit. So we're taking the Get Involved show definitely on the road. Our cast for today's show, we're going to have Lindsay Smith, Ime Alaquiva, Marissa Doyle, R.J. Thompson, Seth Corbin, and Ali McMurtry. So it should be a great cast here. The main goal of the show, though, is really for you to find more ways to give back, to make a difference in our region. Big believer that there's no reason to ever be bored in Pittsburgh. That's something that I've believed my whole life since I was 5, 6, 7 years old, literally going from event to event in our city with my dad, who was a public school teacher. He was Albert Einstein, the mascot of the Pittsburgh Public Schools, and that's Albert with an O-W-L, Albert Einstein, and just always enjoyed being involved with him. He passed away, sadly, when he was 39 years old, when I was 12. I was very lucky, though, to have a mom that stepped up to the plate, literally, and she became a Little League coach, a Pony League coach, and a Colt League coach. She was a cool mama then, and she definitely still is. So that's really what the show is all about, is being out there, being quirky, being yourself, and we always bring you guests who have a lot of terrific stories to share about their experiences. Welcome back to Get Involved Pittsburgh, episode number 13. Our second guest here today, R.J. Thompson. How are you, R.J.?
Good, sir. How are you doing?
Good, good. So, R.J., you are a professor of design at Edinboro University and also the principal of Zola Design.
No, that is actually incorrect,
That is
Tom.
incorrect.
Yeah.
What did I get wrong?
I am actually an assistant professor at Youngstown State University.
Oh, I'm getting my years mixed up.
In the Department of Art.
Right, which is like your 4th professorship already in your 20s, which is very impressive.
Yes.
So, Youngstown State, I actually gave you my pit tickets for the Youngstown State game, and I forgot that you're Youngstown State.
Yeah.
You helped them bring home the victory that
I
day,
did.
actually.
I brought the victory home, and it was great to have celebrating students the following week. So
how are you enjoying your first year as assistant professor at Youngstown State?
It's fantastic, actually. My students are wonderful people, very, very hardworking. Almost all of my students have part-time jobs on top of a full course load. In the semester, and they work extremely hard for me. And fortunately, they're producing great work and great results, and I'm proud of them.
All right, very good. Well, you are definitely, I think, not what people think of when they think of a college professor. And again, this is your 4th school, your 4th university that you've been a professor at, CMU, La Roche, Edinboro, which I mentioned earlier, and now with Youngstown State. How do you become a professor in your 20s? How did that even happen?
Actually, it happened by way of something that you're quite fond of, and that's, simply put, networking.
Okay.
I was a board member of a local nonprofit here in the city, and I had met a gentleman that was teaching at La Roche College at the time that just happened to need to fill an adjunct position with web design. And at the time, I was pursuing my Master of Fine Arts in Graphic Design at Savannah College of Art and Design. And he was an alum of the program from SCAD, and we got connected, and next thing I knew, I was teaching at La Roche, and that's how I got started.
That's excellent. Yeah. So you have your teaching life. You also have your life as a businessman. You have your own business, Zola Design, which has been kind enough to do a lot of things with Get Involved over the last couple of years. So tell us a little bit about Zola Design.
Zola Design was started in 2008. After I decided I didn't want to be in Fortune 500 corporate America anymore. I wanted to break out and go out on my own. And I started in 2008, haven't looked back since. I've had over 100 clients, which some of the veterans in my particular field can't even claim to have had that type of record. And every day gets better and better.
So and this goes to being a professor. It also goes to having your own business, though. Being in your 20s, people are looking at you saying, can I trust this person? He's younger. How do you, as a young professional, really make people trust you that you can get the job done? That you're a mover and shaker in the field, that you do good work?
Right. Honesty, transparency, and constructive collaboration and criticism. That's pretty much the effective triad there. If I'm honest and direct with what your problems are and how I can resolve them, if I'm transparent and I don't beat around the bush, I tell you this is how you solve them and this is how long it will take and how much it'll cost, people really appreciate that. And while doing so, criticizing in a very constructive, collaborative way with the best of intentions. I found that to be my most successful formula, to say the least.
And then you're also very charitable. We're both in Rotary Club together.
Yes.
You also do a lot of pro bono work as well. I shouldn't broadcast that too much. You do some pro bono work for local nonprofits,
right.
Including Cystic Fibrosis Foundation. You and your fiance, Erin, and my wife and I, Erin, were Couples for a Cure. You were 2011, we were 2012.
Yes.
And I should share with viewers that we were very honored to participate that on your behalf, really in your honor for all the work that you've done with CF. Tell us a little bit about your CF journey.
Will do, but I have to thank you for your contributions to the Couples for a Cure event. How much money did you raise?
It was about $3,500. We had a good run. Yeah,
it's impressive.
It was a good year.
It's definitely impressive. But so I was born with cystic fibrosis. It's a genetic disease, and right around the 4-month mark, I was diagnosed, and I was almost near death. So, from there, after I was diagnosed, I got progressively better with better medications, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But it wasn't until I moved to Pittsburgh in 2003 that I really got involved with the foundation. And in 2007, I really got involved. So in 2003, I'd go to events every now and then. And, I was young, so I was a bit standoffish. But in 2007, I decided, graduated college, I need to get involved. I believe in the mission of their organization, and I love the people that work there. They're like my second family now.
They love you, honestly. Yeah. Every event I went to for CF, they were like, oh, you're friends with RJ? We automatically like you. I was like, okay, all right, that's good coattails to be on,
But like you said, I do all of their design work for them. Happy to do so on a pro bono basis with the understanding that the money that I would have charged them for the work, they put back into research. And then outside of that, I also do a lot of experimental medical testing to develop new medications.
So even part of the trials too, right?
Yes, I'm very much a guinea pig in that regard, and to be able to be a part of that is something that I cherish greatly. I'm not allowed to actually interact with other people that have cystic fibrosis because we're contagious to
Notice that at the Couples for a Cure event, right? Yeah, absolutely.
So I have to keep my distance, but it's the families of children that have CF that I make very, very strong connections with. And to be able to participate in those medical trials and see the medications that come to market that those families they're using, it's unbelievable. And it's so heartwarming and definitely.
Well, congratulations on all of your good work with that.
Thanks,
now, you're also an officer in the Rotary Club, Pittsburgh East Rotary Club.
Yes.
You were secretary during my 2 years as president, so I very much appreciate that. You're now the vice president of the Pittsburgh East Rotary Club. Our Rotary Club is a little bit unique. Maybe you can share with our viewers about it. I think we kind of go against the grain of what people think of when they think of Rotary. Average age of the officers, the 4 current officers, 30 years old, so a little bit younger. And tell us a little bit about the Pittsburgh East Rotary Club.
So Pittsburgh East Rotary Club is based out of Shadyside in East Liberty. We do have, I feel confident in saying, definitely the youngest Rotary Club in our district, which is, Allegheny County, parts of southwestern Pennsylvania. I've had the pleasure of attending other Rotary clubs in various locations, and to say the least, the average there is probably 50.
Sure.
So it's exciting for these other clubs to see a young club such as ours involved in doing such great projects. But with our club in specific, we have just a wide range of people from for-profit professionals, nonprofits. We've got lawyers, and just all over the place. It's quite a large spectrum.
And again, it's an organization. I mean, Rotary is all about service above self.
Yes.
And raising tens of thousands of dollars as a club every year. Our biggest event is coming up pretty soon with the pancake breakfast.
Yes, pancake breakfast.
Will you be making pancakes? Is that part of your plan?
I will be making pancakes, yes, and I really want to try making s'mores pancakes.
Oh, okay.
And mint chocolate chip pancakes.
Wow.
Maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
We're
Sounds
stepping
delicious.
it up this
yeah,
year.
absolutely. I'm the MC, so I'll be pushing people to the back to make sure they try out your s'mores, your s'mores pancakes. So that's very cool.
They won't regret it.
They won't regret it. Okay,
no,
very good. Now, so how can people learn a little bit more about everything that you're up to with Zola Design? What's the best way to keep in touch with you?
So we are on the web, whatiszola.com. We are also on Twitter at Zola Design LLC. if you want to check out what's going on at YSU, that's ysu.edu. Okay, I have to plug my employer.
Absolutely,
but
yeah.
we're doing great work there too. But definitely, social media, Facebook, Twitter, my website is my linchpin for communication.
Great.
So.
All right, well, congratulations. Thanks so much. And again, it was an honor to participate in the Couples for a Cure this year. In your honor, you're a good friend, you're a good man, and everything that you've accomplished, still in your 20s, just amazes me. Being a professor at 4 different schools, having your own business, just all the absolutely terrific stuff that you do.
It's hard work, and I got the white hair to show it.
You are? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I've got some, but I wear it proudly. So,
all right.
Yeah.
Well, very good. Well, thanks. That was RJ Thompson, our second guest here on our lucky episode number 13 of Get Involved Pittsburgh here on PCTV21. We're going to come back in just a minute with Seth Corbin, who is the vice president of the board for Big Brothers Big Sisters, to share with you a little bit about what's going on with BBBS. We'll be back with you in just a minute.